All right. Well, this is the second episode of the fucking podcast. We got George as our guest. Ryan decided to join us this week, and Seb isn't present, I guess you could say. So, boys.
He's putting posters up downtown actually for Grimy.
Okay.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Is he actually?
Yeah, he's with Peter.
Okay. So,
So what we got?
George, it's time for you to spoil the new Star Wars movie for me.
You know what actually happens?
No, I don't.
Palpatine comes back to life.
What?
Isn't that in the
Back to
trailer?
life.
Oh, is it?
Wait, it
Yeah.
is?
Yeah,
you
that's
I didn't see the
it's in the trailer.
Yeah.
Oh. Oh, okay. I did not even fucking know that.
Yo, did you guys have you guys played the new Star Wars game with Cameron,
Nah.
Mana, whatever from
It looks
Shameless?
pretty shit.
Hey, wow. What-
It, it's
like a
broken.
fucking- yeah,
it's
it's like a
broken as
fucking-
fuck.
Or whatever.
What?
It's
Wait,
the new
what is
Force.
it? What is it?
It's like you know the Force Unleashed. It's not
Yeah,
like
that's a good game.
yeah, I know it's sort of like that. I don't know if it's the same story, but it's sort of like that. You just like run around with a lightsaber, and I don't know if you see Darth Vader or anything, but
Yeah, it's like Star Wars Battlefront, but story.
okay, yeah, it's true. Fuck.
Didn't,
I don't know, it
yeah,
looks-
the first Star Wars Battlefront didn't even have a story, eh?
Mm-hmm.
No.
They just had like
Yeah,
a
just
multiplayer.
multiplayer. It was just like fucking multiplayer. Like, here you go, just play the game, you fucking retards.
I wouldn't be able to do that.
I mean, it was basically just like a Battlefield skin.
Yeah.
so
Yeah,
shit.
Yeah,
True,
pretty
eh?
much.
Yeah, it's actually true.
Wait,
Like, it probably took them like 2 months to make the game.
wait, what game are we talking
Yeah.
about?
Battlefront.
Oh, the
Star Wars Battlefront 1?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's basically just a
yeah.
reskin of Battlefield 4.
really? Like,
Yeah, just
Yeah.
different maps, but like, and different weapons, obviously, but like,
Mhm.
it was probably like the same game.
it wasn't that game
This is-
like insanely pay to win, like
Yeah.
to be the heroes
Yeah.
or whatever?
Yeah.
Battlefront 2 was.
Oh, Battlefront 2. Well, that game's even worse. So.
Because you had like these mod cards to give you like a jetpack or like extra grenades. And those costed money. Battlefront 2. Yeah.
What the fuck?
It's fucking
Yeah.
dumb.
That's dumb.
What was the one on the PSP?
Oh shit.
The one you could play as
Commando?
Wildcat and shit?
Commando? No,
Yeah, I
what
think
was it?
so,
Yeah,
yeah.
I think it was Commando. Yeah, I had that for a little bit too. That was fucking
That was
cool.
a good one though.
Yeah, I used to play that one. Yeah, I had that for PSP Go when they came out with like where you can download all your games instead of getting like a disc for it.
Mm.
Yeah.
Revolutionary.
Closer.
Well, Star Wars: The Force Unleashed was on PSP.
Yeah, the original one, no?
Yeah.
I used to play that a lot on Xbox. Shit was fun.
I remember what's it called Star Wars on the Xbox. Remember we stole it from that Ren kid. Remember Andrew? We stole that game from him.
Oh, you still
Yeah.
live from Ren?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um.
Did you guys play on Xbox? Did you guys play the original Titanfall?
I never played
No.
Titanfall.
Really?
No.
It's free. The Titanfall 2 on PS4 is free because every month they give out the free games. And they gave out Titanfall 2. So there's like, I think when I went on before, there was like 45,000 people playing it still. I was like,
Jesus.
It's a lot of people.
that's it. Yeah, I was wondering.
Yeah.
But it makes you think, are they testing the waters for Titanfall 3? They're gonna see if like a bunch of people want to play. Because it got me
Shit.
playing again. I was playing it a lot when they launched it, but I mean, I'm playing it a lot more now.
I mean, I play Titanfall 3. Like, I played a bit of it on PC. Titanfall 2. It's so much fun.
Yeah, it plays really well. If
Mhm.
and like to think that Apex Legends was modeled after it, I still
Yeah.
prefer Titanfall 2.
It says Titanfall 3 is most likely coming in 2020.
Oh
Man.
shit.
It's coming after Respawn's next Star Wars project.
Yeah, sure. They work with EA, so they probably got to get a lot of stuff to.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It's pretty cool.
It's dope.
Man, I gotta play. I gotta play more of the free games. I have a bunch of free games I've just downloaded or like purchased, so it's like on my
Mhm.
account. But I've never like downloaded them or deleted games off my PS4 to download them.
Yeah, me too. I used to do that all the time. Like every month, just take the 2 free games. And...
Yeah.
Did you buy Halo?
Me? Yeah, I bought Halo.
Nice.
I got downloading right now.
Perfect.
When did the PS2 servers get shut down?
Oh man. I'd have to look into that, I think.
Wasn't it like 2013 or something?
I think it was around like 2015 or 2016, I think.
Yeah,
Really?
it was
'Cause,
16.
like I remember people were still streaming like classic PS2 games online
Shit.
in like 2015.
George, you're muted.
Sorry. What are you talking about?
Nothing. All right.
Titanfall.
So this is
It
sort of
doesn't-
a morality check.
Titanfall? I heard that was a trash game.
Whoa, whoa, whoa,
We were
whoa.
just talking
Looking
like
at it right
we were
now,
just
it looks
glorifying it.
Pretty good.
Dude, it's so much fun.
Really?
Yeah, like it's so fast paced, and then you turn into this
Yeah.
giant mech and start blowing shit up.
Looks
Okay.
like
Yeah, I never played it, so-
Transformers.
Yeah, to be fair, I never played it, so I can't say anything.
If you got a
It's a
PS4,
lot of
download
fun.
it for free this month.
You have to have PS Plus though, right?
Yeah, that's true. But that's like only like what, $70 for the year?
Yeah.
Dude, fuck that.
Dude, imagine Xbox used to do $50 every year and people bitched about that.
know
That's
that.
like
Yeah,
$70.
seriously.
Yeah, but now Canadian's dollar is all fucked up.
Yeah.
Been fucked for a while.
It's like
Yeah,
$80
it's-
for a game. It's ridiculous.
Literally, it's like $50 in the States.
Even
Yeah.
some of the like the B-listed games are still like $80 too, and that's what pisses me off.
Like it's so fucking expensive.
Yeah.
And then like they have like the gold editions where it's like $100 for one game.
My God.
That
Yeah, like
yeah,
season pass, $145 with it.
yeah. Like if
Yeah.
you want to
The
get the
diamond edition.
like the most of the new Modern Warfare game, I think it's $120 for the whole package. Like,
Yeah,
why
which
the hell?
isn't that bad considering. I remember back when the old Call of Duties used to come out, and I used to like pre-order them at like GameStop or something like that.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I'd normally end up spending close to that much because I'd get like the deluxe edition that came with like the pre-order bonuses and the season pass. So that's normal.
Mhm.
Okay.
Back then it was
People
like there's so much
justifying-
DLC.
Well-
yeah, the DLC, but like justifying spending $220 to get like some collector's stuff shipped to your door that you're probably just gonna get dusty.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Wait,
just
what about
put in a
Destiny?
drawer.
Didn't you have to like buy like half the game and then you get half the game in
Yeah.
DLC?
Yeah,
Destiny-
yeah.
I
That's what they
bought
actually did for
Destiny
too. Didn't it? No,
brand
Destiny
new.
1.
Well, Destiny 1 was okay because they broke it off into pieces, and then eventually it just all kind of became
Wasn't that
one
a really
game.
good co-op game?
Oh my god, yeah.
It's
I never
basically
played
all co-op.
Destiny. I played
I used to
Destiny
stay
2
up-
for like 2 minutes.
Yeah, I used to stay up till like 5 a.m. with my friends doing the raids on
I
Destiny.
Yeah.
I never played Destiny 1.
Yeah, you were playing TF2 at the time, eh?
Probably, yeah.
Oh, was
TF2.
Destiny 1 on the PC?
No, I don't
No,
think so.
No, it was console only.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was PS4.
Yeah, I know my friends used to play it.
Yeah, I used to play a lot of it. Destiny 2 is like the big blowout of it is that now it's free to play, but like I paid $120 for that with the season pass when it first came out.
Mhm.
I ended up stopping like I stopped playing the game probably about like 3 months after it released actually because it was so bad. It's better now, honestly. I started binging it a few months ago, but like I can't stand it anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've never really got into Destiny. Like, I know it's similar to Halo, but
Well, it's Bungie, so I mean, you get the same experience.
It's like I've always seen like Destiny as like, or is it Destiny? I'm trying to think of the game. Sorry,
Borderlands
boys.
1?
No, like there's a game where it's
Borderlands.
like if you take
Borderlands,
Halo and like Destiny or something. I don't fucking remember, boys. But you mix it and you get like
Holy shit.
Overwatch or something like that. I don't really remember.
Overwatch?
What?
Did anyone ever play Overwatch? Was anybody into that
Yeah.
stuff? Ah man, come on.
Yeah,
George
you
No
bought me a
Life's
guess.
Overwatch.
Yeah, I mean, if you were into TF2, you'd probably be into Overwatch. It's
Yeah,
kind of
exactly. That's
it's
what
the same
happened.
shit.
That's what happened, actually. Yeah, exactly. That's what I realized too when I was like, yeah. That's what happened. I
George,
slept
could your
upstairs,
mom
too.
hear you yelling at people on Overwatch from upstairs?
Yeah, probably. Dude, yeah, probably, yeah.
When you're banging the desk. I
Not as
remember.
much anymore.
I remember.
Yeah, in CS:GO I did.
No, George. Last time I came to your house, we were smoking at the window. And
Yeah.
you said you went upstairs and you came back 10 minutes later and you're like, yo, my mom told me that the house fucking reeks.
No, it wasn't my mom.
Oh, it wasn't your mom?
Sister.
Oh, well, still, like, how does the house reek after that? Like, we were smoking out the window. Is
I don't know. I know. I think it's because she smelled the weed like off your like bag or some shit.
maybe.
Yeah, whenever
Like
Will
she-
has stuff like that on him, it tends to get really. It amplifies it the second
Yeah,
Will
it's
touches
true, 'cause you
it.
walk
Yeah.
around with the bag.
Yeah, like I remember when you showed up to the bar one time, Will, and you just fucking reeked.
Well, I mean, I
Oh.
probably had just smoked. I mean,
Like the whole bar, like when you came in, the whole
the whole
bar.
bar. All right.
The whole bar.
What? I was
drunk
like
there.
sweating weed.
Well, there's times in the summer where I swear you'll like drink like just a 40 in the afternoon or something like that, and then you'll like your sweat just kind of smells like beer, and it's like, oh
Yeah.
man, you can tell he's been drinking today.
Yeah, that's true.
True.
Murphy. All right,
Yeah,
so
I swear I still have one of your backpacks that's just been filled with beer and stuff.
yeah, it's in your closet. I remember.
Yeah.
I remember leaving it there because I'm pretty sure like a 40 broke in it or something. And I was like, I'm not bringing that home. Fuck that. All right, boys, I got a
Why
topic.
didn't you just throw it out?
He
Well,
didn't want to.
yeah, I don't know, but I got a new bag. But I have a topic. So you might not be familiar with this streamer, but this girl named Sweet Anita, she basically, so she has Tourette's where she clicks,
I think
she
I heard of
clicks,
it.
she flicks her fingers, whatever. But she said that the Twitch chat, because of the amount of use of like the N word and like racial slurs and stuff, it triggered her Tourette's, and she says like she has used the N word multiple times on stream.
Oh my god.
And she's like the big debate now is because she said kill the Jews on stream.
Really?
Yeah, she said yeah. And like there's a huge like debate whether or not she should be banned or not because of her Tourette's. So I
That's
thought we could
ridiculous.
decide what's our jurisdiction on that.
I think that's kind of ridiculous.
Yeah, like multiple streamers have been banned on Twitch for racial stuff like that. So if they're just giving her multiple chances, it's not fair.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
that's true, but I mean, it's also a different kind of like situation because
Mhm.
I mean, not many streamers can say that they have something like Tourette's.
yeah, I
Well,
mean,
it's like especially with Tourette's because like I saw this this show and like it's with people with Tourette's and like they would go into the airport and she would start yelling like I have a bomb. So
Yeah.
like
Who?
like-
Who?
So all the police would probably just be running
Yeah,
at her.
it's someone with Tourette's would be in the airport
Sweet
screaming,
Anita.
"I have a bomb," but it's not like their fault. It's just like it's a tick because they're thinking that at the back of their mind, like, "Oh, don't say bomb, don't say bomb," and then they scream bomb.
or they
you
Yeah,
know-
and then they scream.
or they
yeah.
know like what not to say and then
Yeah.
they just feel compelled to say it.
Yeah. So like her argument was like the Twitch chat would spam these racial slurs until my tick
No,
like
that's
would pick
bullshit.
it
You
up.
know why?
Why?
Because you can ban that word. You
Yeah.
can ban,
Yeah, of
like,
course you can. Of course
abbreviations
you
and
can.
shit.
That's true.
Yeah, you really
So
can.
You can't really type it in chat. Like it's impossible.
Yeah.
People would just probably find different ways of like spelling it or with using emotes or something.
Yeah, exactly.
Maybe.
Yeah,
But-
but then you just ban the new words that they're coming up with.
See, my problem with this,
How popular is she?
I'm not too sure. I haven't looked it up on
You
her
think
too
she
much.
like pays moderators for the chat? That'd
I don't know, I
probably be
mean-
something we should look into now. But
She
I
she
mean,
definitely
She's relatively
she
big.
definitely has mods. Like she gets like probably 5K viewers, 2K viewers
Oh,
a stream,
shit.
something like that. Like she's up
Wow.
there, I'm sure.
When
But-
was this? Was it recently?
A couple days ago, yesterday. This was yesterday. But my problem with this is like she can just easily mute her mic. Like, you know what I mean?
Well-
Like,
True.
no, I
Well,
mean,
you know what? Maybe no. I was about to say
She
something.
could
Yeah, but
have
not when you're
pushed
not when you're in
off.
the heat of the moment playing like a game or something like that. You're not gonna.
Or,
You shouldn't
like-
have to censor yourself in your own stream.
or like in the middle of a tick, I guess that too. But
Yeah,
Yeah.
like when she's in the middle of a tick, her fingers are like tingling probably, so she can't like use the phone. You know.
yeah.
What?
What does the phone have to do with Twitch?
Yeah,
No,
what?
the tick she has ticks. When she has a tick, her fingers are like immobile. Like she like.
Yeah,
you
no,
know.
yeah, 'cause she can't mute her mic. Yeah, but I don't
Yeah,
know. Like,
maybe
I
that's
feel like
why.
she. It's such a fucking hard. I personally think she should be banned because of how many times it's happened. That's just my stance. I
Yeah,
don't.
Yeah,
like that's what I
probably.
said. Like they
Because
gave her multiple chances.
This streamer I used to watch a couple months ago got banned for breaking a keyboard over his head. He got banned for self harm, breaking a keyboard over his head. Um,
There's
he
a
he,
better
he
way to
disputed
get
it.
people to
Who?
watch.
He
Who was that?
his name was it starts with a D. Hold on. Let me look it up quickly.
I think I know who you're talking about though. Yeah, his like content was just like breaking keyboards over his
Delor.
head.
Delor. Like
Yeah.
he was a rage he would buy like $10 keyboards just so to break them in his Twitch, in his streams, and his YouTube videos.
That's like Uber Hacksaw Nova, like old days, like back when he was like fresh on YouTube. He used to do that.
Yeah. That's true.
Blood, like after he broke the keyboard on his head.
No, there was no marks or anything. He just broke
Oh,
the
no.
keyboard like he would
Wait.
usually. But some people reported him for self harm and he got banned, and Twitch
Wait,
didn't lift it.
Did he break it over his head?
Yeah, he just took his keyboard and went like that.
That is self harm though, technically.
Yeah, but he also showed the same keyboard in another video. He took his keyboard and just went like that, and it all snapped. Like it's literally
Oh really?
he buys like cheap like made keyboards just to break them. And
Oh, okay, that's
Twitch
different then,
didn't lift
yeah.
his ban. They didn't give him the benefit of the doubt. Like, oh, it's his content, but they just banned him. No word about it.
No, I thought it was like a HyperX keyboard, you know, like those.
No,
like,
no, of course not. Like
Yeah.
fucking metal keys. Nah,
Should
but
Ice Poseidon get unbanned from Twitch?
Yes, you should.
no. Okay,
Yes,
Oh.
you should.
I think he
Especially not
should.
now.
He should have been when it happened, but right now, if he were to get unbanned, he would go on Twitch and do something so radical that he'd get banned right away. Like,
No, I
dude,
don't think so.
he gets away with so much on his YouTube streams that if he were to even like mention it on Twitch, he'd get banned. Like the fucking rape jokes and shit on his RV and like all that. Like, no, that would get him banned in a second on Twitch.
He's actually dead. Isn't he dead?
He's not dead.
He's not dead.
Really?
No, but not like dead, but like his like channel's dead, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Okay, well, Paul Dino, aka Ice Poseidon,
Paul Dino.
was reported dead early in 2018.
Well, yeah.
So I guess he did die.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
guess he is kind of dead because he uploaded 2 months ago.
That was his last stream.
Yeah.
Fuck.
What's that, Andrew?
Vape.
What vape is that?
Oh, you know that there's another girl.
Like a little mod.
There's a
Oh,
girl who
yeah.
said that she jeweled every day for 4 years and she's in the hospital right now, and like she was like on the verge
Yeah,
of death.
Good for her. Good for her.
Yo, Andrew, weren't you the one that got everybody to throw out their vapes?
No.
Yeah, you were. Me, Sebastian, Jonathan. You made us all
I
throw.
remember hearing that. I remember hearing that.
Yeah, right after the camping trip. You guys said you were going cold turkey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I saw Will smashes on the floor after the bar.
Yep.
I fucking caved.
So Will, did you buy a new one?
Yeah, but then I broke it again. Remember at the
Yeah.
bar. Yeah, because Cooper was like, hey, I was like, Cooper, if you stop smoking those cigarettes, I'm gonna stop smoking this vape. And he's like, all right. So I took my vape and I just whipped it across the like on the floor. And he's like, well, I'm not stopping smoking cigarettes. And he had 3 left. So I went and grabbed my vape. bit it closed, threw it away. I was like, "Stop smoking cigarettes." And he's like, "Well, no, I didn't agree to the bet." And I was like, "All right." So then a guy was coming up into the bar, and I was like, he was like, sorry, he's like, "Do you have a cigarette?" I was like, "Yeah, I have a cigarette." And I was like, "Cooper, give him a cigarette." And then and then Cooper gave the guy a cigarette, and then I took his last 2 cigarettes and fucking smoked them.
Instead of smoking the vape, you smoke the cigarettes. That's good.
Fine.
Yeah, exactly. More Nick.
More Nick.
Have you ever taken the filter off the cigarette?
Yeah, of course. It's disgusting.
Wait, you tried that?
Yeah, it's fucking gross, dude.
What
Well,
the
I've also,
fuck?
I think the worst I've ever seen was, you know those Philly blunts, like the ones that you can get like they're like single
Don't you
blunts.
have
You just
to,
buy them at like Depps.
Yeah.
But anyways, I think Will had like 3 of them or something like that, and he just pulled one out, and he's like, you know what? I want to see what this tastes like. He just throws it up in his mouth and he lights it. And he just tries taking like a cigarette. And I just remember seeing like you almost threw up after like the first try.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
It
Have
was
you
so hard to
have you
watch
ever
him.
tried smoking a cigar like it's a
No.
joint? It's the most disgusting thing in the world.
Yeah,
You're
did you inhale the
inhaling a
smoke?
cigar?
Yeah,
Yeah.
because you just have to inhale the smoke into your mouth.
Yeah, you just gotta puff it.
Yeah, well,
Yeah,
I
you
was-
taste the
Shooched
smoke.
it.
I've never smoked a cigar in my life, and I was trying to get the Nick
You
rush.
smoked it like a J?
Not
Yeah,
the
he took
whole
took a
thing.
Fat, no,
I went
but he
like
took like one fat.
No,
Yeah, it's still a big hit though.
It's so
Almost-
gross.
Yeah.
immediate puke.
in grade 9, Gabe gave me one of those big fat cigars, and I smoked the entire thing at lunch. Lasted like a fucking hour.
Are you serious?
You went back to
Yeah.
class afterwards.
Fucking reeked.
Then
Then the next day,
Tobacco.
he brought another one, and it was this fucking long, and I walked home and smoked the entire fucking thing.
What?
Yo. Boys,
Yeah.
so Prince Andrew made a tweet.
Oh, yeah?
Wait, who the fuck is Prince Andrew?
We'll let Andrew fill you in.
Okay.
Andrew.
Well, yeah, he's Prince Andrew, like from England.
Okay, that's what I thought. Alright.
Yeah.
No, but
And
like,
he
tell
was
the whole story.
and he was connected with Jeffrey Epstein. Like he went to Jeffrey Epstein's house a bunch of times and like went to his birthday party. And then
Okay.
now there's like this girl that's saying she was 14 at the time and that she made Prince Andrew or Jeffrey Epstein made her have sex with Prince Andrew for money.
What?
Yeah.
All right, so the tweet: I am making it publicly known that in no way, shape, or form am I suicidal. I have made this known to my therapist and GP. If something happens to me, in the sake of my family, do not let this go away and help me to protect them. So he basically doesn't want to happen to him what happened to Jeffrey Epstein. He's like, all right, guys, I'm not suicidal, so if I come up dead, I didn't kill myself. I was murdered.
That was murder.
Do you think he's just doing that for like the sake of the meme, or do you think he's doing that because of the fact that he's actually worried that there's
No,
something
he's
bigger
probably
behind
actually
this
It's
all?
all politics,
He's-
dude. It's all politics.
Probably.
Because like he's the prince, right? Like
Well,
he has to act serious and shit.
He's facing jail time. Like, probably, no?
Really?
I mean, I don't see why not.
The prince is going to jail.
Statutory rape is
He's
I mean,
definitely raped.
that's
I mean,
still.
he's not exempt from the law, so I could see.
Yeah,
how he
he's
goes
he's not the
to jail.
Pope.
Yo, that's
I'm
one
sure.
thing I'd like to know. What is inside the Vatican's library? What does the Pope read every day? Do you think he just walks in there and he's like, I want to...
jacks off to some like book magazine like Playboy or some shit.
I don't know. Do you think they've got like little kiddie magazines in there because it's like the Pope? It's like the church.
No, I could just see
Probably
like
Probably.
Full of Bibles.
in Jeffrey Epstein's will. In Jeffrey
fucking
Epstein's
gospel.
will, it's just like money goes to like his family. His house goes to his family. All his child porn just goes to the Pope. My island goes to Bill Clinton.
No.
Oh, jeez.
What about Nicholas Cruz? Remember
Oh.
the videos we watched last night?
Yeah, yeah,
Isn't
Nick.
that's the guy that shot. He did the shooting for which one was that? That
Sandy
was 2
Cruz.
years ago,
Sandy
huh?
Hook. No,
Yeah.
was it Sandy Hook?
No, he wasn't. No, that was recent. That was yeah, that was only like 2 years ago.
Wasn't it called the Parkland shooting?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, it was in Florida.
He killed like 15 kids or something.
Yeah, that's fucked.
Parkland shooter. Yeah. Anyways, yeah, about that. He was saying in court that after like a year and a half, after like a year and a half of like what's it called, being in court, he's telling the jury that he just wants to get over with and be put on the death penalty.
Holy shit.
They want him to kill him. He wants some.
Well, yeah,
Well,
he's
they wanted to study him. That was one of the first things that I had read when it came out, because he had like just turned 18 when it, like after it all happened.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
he's
So which means he
dangerous.
was like they could have worked with him for something like that. So for all we know, they were just trying to see what a serial killer was like. That guy's crazy. I mean, he even said like afterwards, like he said he's like, I had no problem taking those lives. And I was like, you're fucked.
yeah,
I
that's
couldn't
kind of messed
stand
up.
watching that, man.
Yeah, that's fucked.
He looks exactly like the adoring fan from Oblivion.
Oh,
I'm gonna put a picture of that just over my face.
man.
Okay, he really does, dude.
I mean, I showed up at school if I look like that.
Are you guys looking at this? Oh my god.
Hey, look up adoring fan.
It literally looks like him.
Hey, did you boys ever play Moonbase Alpha?
No.
No, I didn't.
Wait, what is
Really?
that?
It's very, it's a really stupid. Like the premise of the game is really stupid. So
It's a
basically,
space game, right?
you're stuck. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
a really slow-paced game of you being stuck on a moon base, and you have to fix it because there's constantly problems. So you're just running around fixing the stupid moon base. You're like hopping
Really?
around,
I
super
don't know.
slow.
That sounds pretty cool, actually.
But the best part is it has text to speech. And so you can do all sorts of stuff. I joined a server once, and some guy was screaming the Russian anthem, like running by. They're doing like Batman.
Space Engineers looks like a cool game.
Yeah, Space Engineers looks cool.
That's
That looks
fucking boring.
faster.
Space Engineers?
Yeah. Hey, did you guys ever play Battle Block?
Nah. What is that?
Really? Battle Block Theater? The side
Oh,
scroller?
yeah.
The
Yeah.
Xbox game?
Well, I think it was on Xbox, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I
I played
played
a bit. I never beat it though.
I never played it.
So long. It gets really, really hard at the end, so I don't blame anybody for not making it to
It's
the
like
end.
Castle Crasher, right?
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
what I was about to say. That was what I was
almost.
about to say. The only game I played that's like that is like Castle Crashers.
I beat
it.
Castle Crashers, yeah, that's one I was willing to beat.
Yeah.
No, dude, I
That was so fun.
I quit because you know, if you max your speed, if you max your speed in the game, your arrows are so OP. You
I
can
did
like
not
one
know that.
shot kill them with your arrows if you like max your speed.
I'm gonna go run that game again one of these days.
Nice.
Yo, George. So in Hearthstone, how do you
Yeah.
how do you unlock so many like legendary cards? Because I've been playing a lot recently, and I still have like dick cards.
You've
Probably
been
have to
playing
buy them.
Hearthstone?
I'm not buying any cards. Yeah, I've been playing. I've been playing a lot of
I
Hearthstone.
I
Right?
haven't bought. I never bought one pack in the game.
You just unlock them, right?
Like I didn't spend money, but
Yeah.
I use the coins to open packs. Is that what you do?
Yeah, you can do that, or you can also just like play the game. That's what I did.
Okay, you probably have like 1,000 hours though.
Yeah, how many hours do you have to drop
I
to
have no
get?
clue how you check your hours. If I can, if I knew how, I would
Is
right
Hearthstone
now.
on Steam?
No, it's
Yeah.
in Blizzard.
Oh,
I don't think you can look at your hours on Blizzard.
that's probably a good thing. If
Yo,
they did
Cody's
that, for-
calling me. You want to add Cody to the call?
No,
Oh,
it's gonna fuck up
Oh,
my.
okay,
It's
okay,
gonna
okay.
fuck up the whole interface thing.
Alright, I just hanged up on him.
What about Plants vs Zombie? Or yeah, Zombies
versus
versus.
Zombies.
That's a
Yeah.
classic.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's
that
a
was an
classic.
old ass game, dude.
That's but is that a tower shooter or is
Yeah,
that
yeah.
like a
Yeah, it's
third
like a tower
person
defense.
shooter?
It's a tower defense. But don't you also attack in that game?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, isn't the new games? It's like a third person shooter, like
What?
arcade shooter.
Really?
That's
Wait,
what I've been
what?
seeing. It's almost like Splatoon kind of thing.
Wait,
I
what?
might be entirely wrong, but I remember seeing a lot of gameplay of it being like a third person. Like you can choose different plants to play as.
Battle for Neighborville? Is that what you're talking about?
I
Oh,
don't know.
yo, I think I know what you're talking about. I think I
been
know what
watching,
you're talking about.
Oh, that's
I
a
just-
DLC.
I'm just browsing some YouTube
No,
and I
no,
find.
no, Ryan, you're right. Yeah, I see it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Oh,
I
it
think
looks
that's
like
what
a
it
new
is.
game.
It seems entirely redone from what I remember. I remember when it first came out. Like what? Fuck. It feels like forever ago.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
it's like a third person shooter,
Yeah.
but you have like magic and shit as the plants. That
All I
actually looks
remember
pretty
is I
sick.
watched one video by a YouTuber and he's talking about how like one of the cactuses were like badass and overpowered. And I'm like,
It's
man.
on Microsoft. I'd be down to try it out.
George is into this. He's like, oh shit, this is like Overwatch.
No, dude, I fucking hate Overwatch. I'm quitting that garbage fucking.
Yeah,
garbage.
well, last episode I said I was uninstalling CS:GO, but I played 2 games last night.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I played one.
Yeah, I noticed. I was like, what the fuck? Why is
Yeah, I
Shannon
played
watching
one. I
CS?
played one game too, and I only played one. That was my last one.
I haven't played CS:GO in a while.
We should
Yeah,
run
you
it
prob-
after.
Yeah, you probably like it because you barely play it.
Yeah, Ryan still has fun in the game. You know, he has less than 1,000 hours.
Yeah, and I get like 9 kills per game, like
Nice.
27
George,
deaths.
how many
Still
kills
fun.
do you get? 15 kills?
No, last game I played, I got like 4 or 5.
Oh, you're on
Holy
island
fuck,
now.
buddy!
Dude, I become yo fucking Prime. That got Prime. He got
Yeah.
only like 10.
Yeah, remember when he used to get like
He's
60
Still better than
kills?
rank 4.
He was the highest rank in the game, and he played yesterday, and he got only 10 kills.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true, eh? He was supposed to carry us.
Yeah. Bullshit,
fuck?
dude. I don't know.
But George, you've been playing a lot of League now, right?
Yeah, you know what? I'm kind of disappointed.
You've been watching Tyler 1 again?
No, dude. I tried to watch him last night, but I just fell asleep.
Yeah, he's fucking boring.
Boring as fuck.
Fucking sleeper. Used to call Greek the sleeper.
Do
Yo,
they
have you
still
seen
call each other
on
on Steam chat?
I don't know, but have you seen
Nah, I
Greek
don't think
God
so.
X lately? He lost like fucking 100 pounds.
Oh yeah, I think so. I saw. Yeah.
Yeah, he looks
Yeah.
skinny as fuck.
Fucking lost more weight than Boogie. Fuck.
That's true, eh? That guy Boogie, yeah, he was like how much? Like
500, probably. Yes.
Yeah.
Around there.
And like Greek was around like what 400 or something.
Yeah, probably like 390, 400,
Yeah.
four-
So like
450. Probably a whole ton.
you gotta like see like oh Boogie's doing something wrong, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, he must break a lot of scales.
That's true.
Wait, Boogie or? I think Boogie gained some of his weight back.
But, I'm looking at a
Yeah.
picture of him right now, and he has one of his eyes stitched closed.
What?
Oh,
Is this
The
skin?
fuck?
I don't
That
think this
sounds
is skin.
gross.
If
Is
all
that a
you
picture?
guys went to go pull up a picture.
And you've seen his disgusting weird teeth that he got?
Yeah.
Okay,
let's
now
see
I
a
got it.
picture,
Now I
let's
got
see a
to see
picture.
this.
Yo, his
What
teeth
the
are.
fuck is that? Who the fuck
That's
is
not
that?
Boogie.
Wait, what picture?
Look at Discord.
I can't. Let me just open it on browser. Hold on.
Oh, fuck it. That's actually
It does have,
disgusting. Who the fuck
it does
is
have
that?
one of his bitch.
Yeah, who's that?
What the hell?
You know, you can just like, who is that? Who would fucking do that?
I don't know. I just looked up a picture of fucked up things, and that
You
showed
looked
up.
up eye surgery on Google probably, and you found that.
Like, look at his fucking weird teeth.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember who has fake teeth in like it was fuck I don't remember, man. He looks so fucking weird.
Yeah, he
Those look
bleached
like
his
he's
mouth. He
wearing.
bleached the teeth.
This like
No,
he's
like, he
wearing
had like
dentures
implants.
too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like
Really?
white.
Like fake ass teeth, like fucking
Those are fake?
yeah.
Yeah,
Yo,
you got
come on,
implants.
come on. Look at the size of those things. He's got some big chompers. Fuck, are you kidding
Yeah, he could bite someone's fucking toe off.
me? Yeah, there was a debate. I watched some guy try and see if you could actually bite your finger off, but the way he tested it was very scientific. He compared it by creating a skull that was made out of like basically the same thing, and he just weighed a bunch of like books on top of it until it crushed a carrot. And he's like, "Yeah, that'd basically be your finger."
Holy shit.
Yeah, I've heard of that. Yeah.
That's I thought
Dude,
I thought you were gonna say that he put his finger in the skull mouth and it
Nah,
worked.
me too.
I was
No.
like, what the fucking idiot?
Come on,
The
look at
reason
this.
you can't bite your finger off is because of like you stop yourself. Obviously,
but
Yeah.
obviously, if you
do
take a
you
knife
think-
and cut your finger off, it's gonna cut off.
Do you think you could cut your own or bite your own finger off? Do you think if
Honestly,
you willed
like-
yourself
No,
strong
if you
enough,
had-
you could just
no,
like?
yeah.
If you numbed your finger enough, like no nerves, yeah, you could probably just bite it right off.
No, dude, it's like Saw. Have you ever seen Saw?
I actually haven't
Yeah.
seen any Saws movies.
Which saw?
Like any Saw, like if
Yeah.
you sacrifice yourself to like survive, yeah, I would do that. Like if I had
Yeah,
to do
okay,
it.
but either way, I think it's like the whole. I think it's more of like a on your mind than your body.
What
Like,
if? All right, George, I,
I think
have
you
one for you.
you physically
Yeah.
can't.
Yeah, you actually can. Like your brain will let you,
Yeah, it will tell you no.
unless you're suicidal.
So let's say you get caught by Jigsaw, right, George? So all right, George. So you get caught by
What?
Jigsaw, and he
Yeah.
tells you the only way I'll let you out of here is if you cut off your dick. Would you do it? But like, yeah, you cut off your dick. Would you do it to get out?
I don't know.
Do I get to
That's
keep it?
really-
All right, no, no,
No,
no.
that's a good
I'll
one.
give you an
That is a
option.
good
No,
one,
Jigsaw gets to keep it.
dude. Hey, you probably had it in a fucking jar.
I'll,
dude.
Small
I'll
price
give
to
you an
pay.
I'll give you an or scenario. So
Yeah.
you either cut off your dick, or have someone cut your dick off for you.
Nah, I would do it
So is this
myself.
one of those like 2-person ones where it's like there's 2 people stuck and it's like I need some foreskins, cough it up, boys.
The other person's just some porn star.
He's like, fill this jar with dicks and you can leave, and just leaves it.
What the fuck?
No, George, the porn star has to cut your dick off, and then you have to cut her tits off.
Oh.
No, you're like an inch away from enough dicks, and there's like one girl. You're like, well, we're gonna have to cut off some of that labia.
Something's gotta go.
Oh my god.
Jesus Christ.
Anyways, what's up with you guys?
Oh my God, this lady at work. Jesus fucking Christ. I don't want to say her name, but do you know that lady, Andrew, who sits right behind? Yeah, I think I mentioned her last week, but she sits
Yeah.
right behind like where you used to work, where I work now.
Yeah.
Okay, so she always like ever so often she'll have these wires for me to work on, and for some reason she thinks that I'm 12 and she needs to look at what I'm doing every 5
By the
minutes.
way.
Move over. She's like, Willie, move. I say look. And it's like, okay, like, buddy, I'm trying to fucking work. And she just takes the wires. She's looking at them. She's like, this too short. I'm like, okay, it's not me, it's the machine. So every time I would do a job for her, I'll come back from the bathroom and she'll be like collecting like the bags of wires she left on my desk and like bringing them to someone else because I just piss her off so much. I'll not purposely mess up a wire, but like I'll go like either too fast so she'll think I messed up or something, and I'll even come back and she'll be like, and then someone else will be working on the wires and I'll be like, sweet,
Wait,
now I can go do
Will,
something else. What?
Will, so you like salvage copper from the wires, right? Or something like that?
No, I basically like I'll take a wire and I'll just like put it together for like I'll make it, and then
Cool.
we just sell it. Like I put like connectors at the end of wires,
He crimps them.
crimps them. First I strip the shit, it's basic wire shit.
Like,
I don't really know like exactly how to explain it. I kind of just do what my boss tells me what to do.
Okay.
Like I essentially I
Good
learn
to
some.
know.
I almost learn something new every day. Well, not anymore, but I almost learn something new every day.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah, but it's a lot of stress there because this one lady she's just yapping all day. I'm not even kidding. Like she's just talking all day, and even with both my earphones in, I could hear her talking behind me. She's just yapping
You're
away.
allowed to go with earphones in there? It's a
Yeah,
warehouse?
yeah. As long
That's
as
crazy.
as long as I
that's
want.
good.
Yeah, that's
All
actually
day.
lucky. Yeah.
You guys don't have to wear steel toes either, eh?
No,
No.
just closed
Oh,
closed
wow.
shoes.
Wait, why would you have to work? Wait, yo, would you work like?
Well, it's not a
during
warehouse.
shift?
It's just a
Like, heavy
factory.
shift?
Like it's a factory, but there is a I don't know, man. It's a factory
Yeah,
slash
most
warehouse.
warehouses I've been in, they've been like steel toes. You need that.
Fuck
Yeah,
that.
because it's not a warehouse where he
No,
works.
dude, I
There.
actually like the steel
Oh.
toes. I had to buy them for my school. I actually like them. They're pretty good.
I couldn't stand steel toes. I had like steel toe shoes though. My boots don't work. But yo,
Yeah.
so on the similar subject, me and the boys were working. So the boys was me, Will, and Seb. We were all working Saturday night at Burger Town at the restaurant. So obviously we had a great night. It was just the three of us, just hanging out, just the boys,
The
And
boys.
at the end of the night, one of my coworkers in the front, he comes up to us. He's like, "Yeah, so we're having, or he's making a bunch of food for us. There's me wine,
A
all sorts
fiesta.
yeah, exactly a fiesta. He's making all sorts of nice stuff, and I was like, yeah, you know what? I'm in. Count me in. $20,
Okay.
whatever.
All you can
He's like,
drink.
oh, you can drink wine, beers afterwards. There's me food. And I was like, all right, we're gonna do this. He only made the boys pay $10, 15.
15, because we're
15?
eating, not drinking.
Yeah, and so we're all sitting down enjoying this. This is after we closed the restaurant. The reason I was working, I don't normally work Saturdays. I was working Saturday because some of the other boys that work on Saturday night had a Christmas party at the other job.
Oh,
And
guy, man.
so I came in, and so we're all chilling, eating. It's a very peaceful dinner. The boss is there. Everybody's just hanging out. And then all of a sudden, one of the guys that was supposed to be there on that shift comes in back from his Christmas party, which was at a strip club. And then he's like, who wants a shot? You want a shot, boss? Let's do a shot. And
It's like a formal wine dinner.
Yeah, we're all sitting down, just listening to music, taking it easy. And he's like, just trying to get this
That's
party
fuck.
started. And I was like, oh, man.
Well, no, it
Jeez.
was
That
kind of
is fucking
disrespectful
sick.
though, because he gave away
Yeah,
his
why?
shift. He gave away his shift to Ryan to go to the other party, and then he came to this party after the shift.
And then either way,
Oh, yeah.
he didn't pay for anything, and then he's still asking. He's like, "You guys got leftovers for me and stuff like that." He does the dishes at the end of the night. I mean, like, oh wow, thanks, but I mean, it's your job.
Yeah, like fuck, man. So
Killed me though.
so the guy who was running the night. So basically, we had the appetizer, which was some pasta. Then we had the
Mhm.
main course, some amazing. What's it called?
It was a roast beef. It was just like a giant roast, man. This guy did like
Yeah.
a 7-pound
Oh,
roast.
nice.
It was so good.
Holy fuck.
And then we had dessert, which was like homemade apple pie.
Yeah.
Oh fuck.
Holy crap!
And some ice cream. But basically, so what he was making it so after after the appetizer, he would be like, "All right, guys, go smoke a joint, come back. We got the next meal for you." So we go out, we go out, take we weren't like we smoked a joint, a couple few BTs, whatever. But all the there was a bunch of girls also there, with the girls who worked there, and they came out and just lined up for BTs. They just lined up. And
Never
I was
seen
like,
so many people
I was like,
fiending
buddy, like
like
we're
that.
like, I was like, Sebastian, we're not smoking off 12 people, like that's
Yeah.
ridiculous. And whatever. 3 cigarettes later, everyone's dancing
Yeah, we
in the
pulled it
in the
off.
restaurant. Everyone's just baked, dancing around, just singing. Oh my god. So the guy who came late, he was just
The guy that
standing.
shows up late, this big black guy too.
Yeah, he's just standing at the bar. He's just laughing. He's like, He's just high as fuck, just laughing.
He starts dancing and looking at the girls like pointing, and
Yeah, he's
like,
looking at the girl.
trying
He's
to come
just
over, I'm
pointing.
like, oh,
He's just like smiling at them. He's like,
At one point, he's like, "Who wants a shot? You ladies want a shot?" He's like, "Yeah, the four of them." And then like my boss is staring at him while he's doing all this because obviously like he's not on shift or anything. You can't just give out booze like that. And then like he
Yeah.
gives I think it was like 4 or 5 shots, or he ends up pouring. But the second he pours all the shots, I see him slip a 20 onto the table for my boss and just grab it. I'm like, "Yeah, of course you're gonna fucking pay, you bitch."
I think the next round he didn't charge him though, because I saw Henry. Fuck, I just said his name.
I think the second round was because like my boss just gave it to him for free, so
Yeah.
he was just ready for the party afterwards. Everyone was like nice and drunk after.
Yeah.
But I
He was
saw.
making fun of us. He's like, "You guys are too
Yeah.
high for this, aren't you?" And we were like, yeah."
Yeah, he fucking let us burn up in the basement. What a sick
Yeah.
fucking boss.
Wow.
He came in the kitchen. He's like, "It's time, guys." He brings us to the basement. We all huddle up in a circle. We made this beautiful bread pipe made of like bread for like
Dale,
for a
a
sub.
Dale 6-inch
Put a bowl in it. He came downstairs with us. He's watching us smoke in a circle. He's just laughing his ass off. He's like, you guys getting high? You like it? You getting high?" Oh wow.
getting your fix.
He's like, yeah, boss. You want to hit? He's like, "Oh no, not for me. You'll never see me
Bread pipe.
smoking."
Wait, how you make a bread pipe?
So we hollowed out the sub bun. Yeah, go ahead.
And you let it get really, really stale. You put it in like the oven for a bit, and then you put it outside in the cold, so it gets really like stale. Gets
Yeah,
really
okay.
hot. Keeps its shape.
Yeah, and then
You eat it afterwards, right?
Well, traditionally you take a bite, but we ended up just eating the entire thing.
Ew, what
it
the
tripled
fuck?
our dry mouth.
Yeah.
Did
The video
it
is
taste
pretty
like weed
funny, though.
ash?
No, it just tasted like stale bread.
Stale bread, yeah.
Okay.
Bread, unseasoned breadcrumbs is the best thought I can think of.
Yeah, exactly.
Better with water, probably not.
No. Well, probably a little better. It'll go down easier.
Well, that night I was drinking the wine anyways. Honestly, the whole wine drunk's like a whole different kind of aesthetic. Like you're in
Yeah.
a different mood. It's not the same kind of.
I've always put wine drunk as like a happier drunk.
Yeah, that's
for me
normally
at least.
some of the best times were.
Yeah.
It's really chill.
It's so easy to just like coast on wine too. You don't feel like pressure to just slam back a bunch of drinks. You can just kind of have a few.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, I like getting drunk. Alcohol's
You haven't been
great.
drunk in a couple months.
Yeah, it's been almost 2 months.
Wow.
Feels good.
Yeah.
Nice, dude. Nice. That's
Yeah.
good.
How long you got to plan on going? You don't want to stop, or you only want to
20,
stop.
20 more days.
Yeah, New Year's, eh? You want to get
Yeah.
wasted. You gonna turn it into a 40 night?
Probably.
40 night.
Probably.
Come on, yeah.
I want to see all you boys on New Year's.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that should be the plan.
Yeah.
But Seb has this beautiful plan that he says that no matter what happens on New Year's, there's a Airbnb that was being planned, but he wants to try and find a party that we can sneak into and rip the sink or toilet out of the bathroom.
Oh, so we're actually
Holy shit.
so we're gonna
No.
break into another party, is what you're saying?
Yeah,
down. You gotta invite
or
me.
just do it at like the Airbnb, but like
Yeah.
obviously not get caught. But it's just one of those things that Seb wants to wipe off his bucket list. I'm like, all right,
No, but
I'll
listen,
help you.
if for whatever reason on New Year's night your sink does go missing, it probably
wasn't me.
wasn't us.
Yeah,
Bro,
we
dude,
couldn't.
it's gonna be so hard to take out that sink, dude.
No,
Not
not with
with-
not with
not
three fat asses sitting on it.
Or especially if
We'll just rip it off the fucking wall.
No. What we're gonna do, Shad? We're gonna bring a nice screwdriver. We're gonna get down on our knees and unscrew everything. Pull it out, pull the fucking sink out, and then just fill it up with fucking shit from the house and leave.
Imagine if I smash the toilet.
Oh, that would be that would be classic. That's your thing.
They just
Bottle Kids New Decade Edition.
Bottle
Fucking
bottle
bad.
men, because we're adults now.
Yeah.
True.
bottle, man. It just makes it more illegal.
fucking miss those bottle kids
The
videos.
bottle kids, yeah.
Yeah,
That
fuck,
was,
fuck. They all got fucking deleted. It's so. That's like
I thought
a
they're still up.
pain in the ass. No, they're all gone. Do you have any of them, George? Be honest.
Who
No, I
deleted
don't.
them?
I don't.
Did YouTube delete them?
Shannon deleted them.
No,
How come you didn't just private them?
Yeah, because of that person's dad.
No, he's a good guy.
I never met him.
What person's dad?
No.
What happened?
No, the person you were talking about. We can say his name.
Oh, really? We can say his name?
Well, don't
No,
now.
no.
But
Don't say his name.
Okay.
But yeah, no. Yeah, it's because I think his dad found out about the videos. I think his sister told
Yeah.
him. Sister
Yeah,
told him
well-
about them or
Really?
something.
yeah, and he saw me and George like throwing toilets off fire escape.
No, he probably saw that video of you guys in the metro and you called the security guard the N-word. That was really bad.
Wait, what? I never did that.
Oh my god.
I never did that.
No, I'm not talking to you, George.
Alright.
The
Yeah, well-
fuck?
It was for the meme. No, obviously we would never do that.
What about breaking the windows?
Oh, you mean in that undisclosed area where those windows?
Military factory.
Hey.
Military factory.
No, it's not.
He's
Like,
kidding.
what
He's
windows?
kidding. No, it would be like, all right, we're going to Shannon Saturday night every week. Let's go see if those windows are back, and then we would just smash them again until they put cameras.
Yeah.
I still want to go back with masks
Yeah,
and finish the
remember
job.
no, can we
No,
say-
I don't, no, I don't.
Yeah. No, we looked up the company's name and it said it was
Don't-
like a military like distribution like something.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it was that. I'm pretty sure.
I've seen the garage door open and they have fucking piles of wood in there. Bullshit.
Holy shit.
Do you remember when we went in through the side and smoked inside the building?
Remember when
Like-
we found the keys? on the
Yeah.
ground and we just unlocked all the doors?
No, I don't remember that happening. Yeah, I do. Do you still have the keys, or did we toss them?
We tossed them.
Fuck. It's a matter of time
No.
before they tear that fucking building down.
No, guys, one day we have to go back to the boat. Everyone here has to go to the boat. I don't care what Shannon says.
What boat?
But
The
the
boat,
reason we
um,
went to the boat was because we couldn't smoke in his room.
What's the
Yeah.
boat?
It's this
It's
boat.
not
It's his
fair.
landlord's boat.
Sure.
It had this boat tent in the winter, and we would just go in it and just hotbox it every day,
Oh, okay.
or every time we'd hung out.
Yeah,
Oh
we'll
my
go back to
God.
the boat, right?
I've had when I was younger, I had a campfire there.
That's sick.
Holy
my
shit.
God. That's part. Right by the highway.
Like
Yeah.
remember like by the company how there was like a fence blocking the highway?
Yeah.
Will?
Yeah.
I had a fire right behind the fence. Me
What
and,
the
me,
fuck?
and, me and a couple other friends were just standing around a fucking little fire in the winter.
Stay warm. Yo, well, I was having trouble remembering this story before, but I was trying to explain it to Seb in the car. Who was that guy that we used to hang out with? That one time you took that 1 gram bowl and threw up. Passed out and threw up. There was the guys we were hanging out. There was the 2 older guys.
It was Aiden's house.
Yeah, but who are the guys that we were hanging out with?
Was it Jer?
Jer and Jer.
Jared, yeah, Jared, that's
The Jer
true,
Bears.
okay.
Yeah, we were at the Jer
Yeah,
Bears.
that's what it was.
Yeah. So that day,
that night was
yeah.
pretty crazy.
I had finished off a 40 before, like at
Holy
Aiden's in his garage,
What?
and they were taking like these bong rips, and I said, "Pack the whole thing. I'm gonna smoke that whole bowl without coughing." So,
You did it?
Yeah.
so yeah, I did it, but I regretted it. So
entirely without coughing.
so
So
I-
I was really impressed. If he took it in and they sat there, he looked
whole
at me.
thing. Looked
It
at
was
him.
like 4 seconds, and then he was like,
All
I
right.
let it out slowly, and that's when I knew like he's gone.
I greened out immediately, and basically
you-
thought
you
I thought I
dreamed
was gonna
out?
die within the
Yeah,
next 10 minutes.
yeah.
I literally thought I was dying.
I never
Took a
dreamed out
nap.
before.
I took a
You took a
nap.
nap
Remember
for like
when
2 minutes
Cody was
on the shed
green?
floor.
Yeah. Cody
Yeah,
was actually green. I was
Cody-
at Aiden's too.
Cody.
Dude, remember that? What happened? I was buying weed off of Aiden, and his mom saw me take out my wallet.
Like in the basement, yeah.
And then we went to Aiden's room, the computer room, and his
Oh,
mom.
I remember that. And his mom came and she's like, "Aiden, what are you doing?" And then we just like ran out.
I think you and Cody. Who was watching from behind? I remember
Me
that.
and Cody.
Yeah, we were in his room when his
yeah.
mom barged in, and they just saw her run down the stairs.
That was hilarious. And she kicked out everyone. She yelled at everyone to leave. She's like, "Leave, everyone, leave!"
And then he had like
Dude.
two weed all over the desk.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Holy shit.
And this was when he was like still 16.
Yeah.
Oh,
that was
man.
hilarious.
Yeah. Well, we were 17 for the record, but
No, I think we were 16.
probably 16. Yeah. Aiden apparently cleaned up his whole basement. Like it
Nah,
looks.
that's bullshit. Yeah, I shouldn't have said that. Whoops.
No, it's okay. It's okay. He's not gonna see this. But no. Apparently he cleaned it. Like
I have to see a picture.
I think we
No,
should
I'll
go.
go over and like mount a camera in my shirt.
No, we should go over and install hidden cameras in his basement.
No.
Oh my god.
What's that terrible movie called? What is that terrible
Tall
movie
Girl?
called? No.
13 cameras?
13 cameras.
Yeah, 13 cameras.
Shittiest movie I've ever seen. Literally, I was watching it with George. Remember, we were watching it on together, right? Watched
Yeah.
together. Every scene that was coming up, we just instantly predicted what was gonna happen. Every single scene. It was just like, all right, so this is when this happens, and then it would happen. Like literally every scene.
Yeah. It would be like 13 cameras. We set up like cameras around his house and we just spy on his family and shit.
I'd actually want to go back to the shed that Will threw up in after that 1 gram bowl.
Yeah, back to
I'd
that.
want to see.
Yo.
He woke up from that nap. Like he was out for like 30 minutes, maybe a little longer. And I was just hanging out. These two guys I'd hung out with maybe twice before. It was my first time hanging out with Aiden, and I wasn't really hanging out with him. He was just fixing like a motorbike in the garage or something.
Mhm.
But they were just chain smoking cigarettes in the back of this shed, and they're wasted. They're wasted, and they look at each other, and he looks at me. He's like, "Yo, which one of us do you think would win in a fight?" And I was like, "I don't know." And then they looked,
I remember that.
and they were trying to figure it out, and he's like, "Yo, let's figure it out." And then they were like, "No. We're, like this is happening," and I just didn't know what to do because like passed out on the floor. He's like half awake, half dead, and then these guys go outside and fight. So obviously, part of me wants to go and like videotape it and like.
Yeah.
Dude, I was fine. I woke up, poured some bleach on the puke, and everything was
Poured
all right.
Windshield wiper fluid.
Oh,
on
windshield
it.
wiper.
And then you threw a towel over it, and you were like, "Not my problem. We got to get out of here." Right?
Yeah, we left. We literally left within minutes.
No,
After
Say
puking?
bye to everybody. Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, all right, I gotta go. I'm
Aiden
dying.
used to host like poker nights, and one time me and the boys went over, and it was just me and 3 other guys in his little office, and he had a plate of pasta on his desk, and for some reason I had a 2-liter of Pepsi, and I dumped half the 2-liter of Pepsi on the plate of pasta, and then one of the other guys dumped the other half, and it was just pouring all over the floor.
Oh my
And
god.
we just left.
Was Aiden there?
Aiden was like just outside.
Oh
my
that's
God.
so funny. That's really funny.
Are you ever at like wherever at Aiden's and he would offer you like a drink of something he has on his desk and it's like it's an automatic no because you don't know what's in the bottle or like the cup.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not saying drugs. I'm saying like spit, ash, dust, cat hair, like
Ash.
literally
I
anything other than being roofied. You have to worry about there.
One of the first memories I have of Aiden, and especially in his house, like in his own comfortable spot, like when we were sitting in his room, And he's like, ah, man, I wish I had a ciggy right now. And he's just kind of looking around. He's like, none of you guys got any? And we're like, nah. And it's just like, I think I know. And it reaches behind, like he's got like this big, like the big audio system he's got in his room. And then he reaches, like he's got this big tall subwoofer, and he reaches to the back of it, and he's like reaching through like the speaker cone, and all I hear is like the shuffling of a few cigarettes. And he pulls out 2 bent ones, and he's like, nice, and starts. How does he know it's right there?
The
You
most
can hear them.
the most fucked thing
Yeah.
I've ever seen Aiden do was we were hanging out at his place and we had no weed. So he asked his dad if he wanted to buy weed. So he got a dealer for his dad, and then when he did like the transaction between that guy and his dad, he kept like a few grams and then gave the weed to his dad.
Oh
Like
my
that's
God.
like,
Desperate.
yeah,
That's next level. That's
He ripped off his dad.
Basically,
more
yeah.
than once, yeah. Oh my God,
Yeah,
George,
probably more than one.
George, this is really bad. But do you remember that one time that guy who was with us it wasn't me or you, but when Aiden wasn't in the room, he tried stealing some of his weed and then he came back.
Oh, no, that was
Yeah.
you.
No, we were with a guy with
Yeah.
he was sitting next to us and he left with us.
Yeah, I remember that.
And you steal like three grams?
Yeah, he stole 3 grams.
No, one time, this was in like grade 9. I used to hang out with a couple guys,
Great night.
and they showed me like they used to hang out in this guy's backyard, really close to Lindsay,
Oh, I know what you're
and
talking
they
about.
and they used to hide like all their dope in the shed, right? And they had like 10 grams. So after school at night, I went with and somebody else said we stole their weed.
Holy fuck.
Nice.
Well,
Like,
my brother told me that one of his friends he went in someone's backyard and stole their whole grow up, like all their plants.
what the fuck?
Yeah,
Yeah, how do you get away with something like that?
That's just fucked up.
I don't know.
Do you do that? Do you do that over somebody who's like on vacation? Like that doesn't. You can't just kind of like just sneak in and go like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna take all these trees with me and just
Yeah.
like, uproot them and dip. Like that's not gonna happen.
No, what you do, you get 40 people in their backyard while they're sleeping. Everyone's just trimming the trees, and you get the fuck out of there. There's no other way of going about that.
Just throw them over the fucking
No,
fence.
another funny story. Same thing, pretty much in the same area. Same guy I stole the weed with. He wanted a hockey net one day. So we were walking down the path near the lower field of Lindsay Place, and he looks in someone's backyard, and it's like somebody's just setting up their outdoor rink, and they have 2 hockey nets, and him and somebody else ran in and they stole the hockey net, and they tried to bring it on the bus.
What?
The bus came, we all got on, and they tried to carry it on the bus, and the bus driver was like, no, you can't. And he walked all the way home with the fucking hockey net
How far did he live?
in Dorval.
That was
nice-
desperate.
That's a nice like 45-minute walk.
Oh my god.
Did you
I
guys
think I've
stay
ever-
on the bus without him?
Yeah. Like,
Nice.
He just said go, I'll take care of this.
I'll go take care. Okay. Yeah, he did bring it home, probably, right? Yeah.
No, he actually did, and like a couple weeks later, I went to his house and we were playing street hockey.
Nice.
Yeah, he actually did bring it home.
Wasn't all for nothing.
And then he stole a kid's BMX one time.
That's
Oh,
fucked
shit.
up.
Like one time in Vawa, like there was just kids playing soccer, and there was like a nice ass BMX, and he just got on the BMX and rode away. We all had to run.
Holy
Holy
shit, that's
fuck.
fucked up.
They reported it to the school, and
Did he get caught?
no, but like a few people got questioned, and like nobody snitched him out.
Nice.
When I was like 7 or 8, I was like, or I think I was 8. maybe even 9, but I was like just growing a little bit, and I was like, someone stole my bike and left a bigger bike and a better bike, like in the backyard of my house.
What?
Nice.
They
Yeah.
just traded.
Yeah, they took my old bike and left a bigger bike, and I was like, well, that's really convenient.
We used to do that at Walmart. We used to bring some like really garbo skateboard that we'd find, like literally worse than Walmart tier. Like we'd find it at like the local lost and found. It would barely work, but it's just walking with the skateboard. They'd be like, okay, that's normal. Then we'd go into like the skateboard section, take one, take the plastic off it, and walk out with it. And they're like, yeah, those guys walked in with the skateboard. That's the same.
Allegedly.
Yeah.
Allegedly.
And then you like go into the skateboard section and you just see like this busted ass like
Yeah.
rusty thing.
Yeah.
I think the few boards that have lasted that were like legendary were the ones that like most of the time I think of like Will's boards because they always seem to change and they're never his.
No, the last board I owned was when I was 13.
And what do you use to get around every year?
Sebastian skateboards.
Yeah.
I boarded to work this morning, and I couldn't board home because there was snow on the ground.
It's so much snow, yeah.
Yeah.
The December 11th that you were able to leave in the morning and in the afternoon it's done.
That's happened 3 times. I'd go to work in the morning, there'd be no snow, and then at like 4 o'clock, I'd look out the window, I'd be like, "Fuck, it's snowing," and then I couldn't skateboard home.
I saw a guy skateboarding downtown in the snow.
Wow.
Just skateboarding in the
Savage.
street. Yeah.
Uphill.
That guy probably doesn't know. Imagine going downhill with snow, dude. You just eat shit right away.
Oh man, that.
Yeah, like I rode a skateboard like on when it first started snowing, like a long time ago, beginning of winter, and like I was sliding all over the street.
Yeah. Thomas used to do power slides on his. He used to be really good with his.
George, are you
I
playing with? No, those are sisters.
Scissors, yeah.
Oh man.
Edgy.
Yo, Will, what was the last time you had that Apex? The one that you had, like that was your kind of your own board. You just claimed it as your own.
Yeah, I found that board at Aiden's house, and
Yeah.
someone the last time I saw it was at Trudeau's party. Shame. That was a really good board. I was able to go like pretty fucking fast on that board.
That was a really good. That was a really good party too, and I have no idea how you used that board. We were very precise about where we left our board.
When we got to the party, I remember throwing it just in the bush.
Yeah. We all threw it into a bush.
Yeah, but like I just like I don't even know if it was in the bush. Maybe it had gone behind the bush, but it was gone by the end of the night, and I had to walk home, and I was really disappointed.
Fuck.
I was like really drunk, and I guess it's probably better I walked. I was going over the overpass.
You're so drunk.
Didn't one of your friends take a board from Teen Zone?
Probably.
Fucking 18.
Yeah, that did happen. I remember that happening like a few years ago, and it was someone else's board, and then we had to return it without them knowing. Might have been you, Ryan. I don't remember.
I never lost my board at Teen. I knew people who lost it, but that was like just a common thing. Everybody lost their boards at Teen Zone. You leave your board by like the door, obviously somebody's just gonna walk in. Yeet.
Yeah, it was someone like that, and I remember like a week later or something, we returned it, and it was like it never happened.
Didn't Tyler Daigle DJ there?
DJ. The only DJing that went on, man, Teen Zone. So Teen Zone was like, well, for the idea of it is it's like this basement community of teens.
Yeah, 'cause
obviously
they
a safe place.
Yeah.
But there used to be a DJ booth where you could like just plug in your aux, play music. They had speakers and everything. But the thing is it's so far away from where everybody that works at Teen Zone, there's like an office. It's literally on the opposite end in the corner. And it's in like this dark ass corner. It's a big black box, and you can close the doors on it and everything. So that used to be where all the drugs, like you'd walk in and be like, I think one of the first times I ever walked in there, it was one of my friends at Tazzy. He's in there and he's like, yo, I just got my first bong. It just came in the mail. And I was like, no way. And it's got this big thing he's like putting on different pieces. And I'm like, man, 12 years old. It's like blowing my mind. And he's like, and he's like, yo, you want to rip it right now? And I was like,
Jesus Christ.
and then like 4 other people were like into it, and all of a sudden you just hear him plug in his phone, music gets blasted, and you're just in there. And one of the people there was Tyler Daigle, and just like every time I'd go in, and I'd imagine like you just smell weed a bit in like the corner of the room. It's like, yeah, I think Tyler Daigle's here.
Well,
That's the only DJing he ever did. He was just in there fucked up all the time.
well, let's end the podcast on a good note. Don't do drugs. Drugs are bad for you.
Yeah, wait till you're 18.
that's
Yeah,
true.
wait till you're
Don't-
18 in a safe environment. Any
Or if you have parents that can show you the way.
yeah, exactly. Any closing notes, boys? Anything to say?
Yeah, I just don't want you kids to do drugs because you'll end up like Juice World. And
Okay, all right. Yeah, exactly. That is the reason you don't want to do drugs, because you will die. All
Yeah,
right.
Juice World in Cuba.
No,
Juice-
Juice WRLD's in Cuba, Tupac.
no, he actually faked his death, guys.
You faked his death, boys.
Yeah, he did. He probably actually did for like more money.
No,
That's-
Lil Peep is still alive.
No, Lil
He lives in China.
just lives in. I'm pretty sure if
Lives in
Lil
China.
Peep, I'm pretty sure if Lil Peep lived in China, someone would recognize him.
More people would know for sure.
All right. Anyways, thanks for stopping by. We'll see you next week.
Hey, this is the fucking podcast.
Yeah, it is.